Hello everyone, it's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and before we begin this review, first off, I know I'm late, but first off, before we begin the review proper, I wanted to say this. Rest in peace, Trevor Moore. For those who don't know who this guy is, he's more of a cult figure. He was the co-writer and co-cast member on an old IFC skit show that was my teenage years. It was called The Whitest Kids You Know. He acted on occasion, but he was mostly a sketch comic and one of the best I think we've ever had. A great alt comedy guy, Trevor Moore, who passed away today. So rest in peace, Trevor Moore. I'm very sad you're gone because a little piece of my teenage identity died with you. So rest in peace. My heart goes out to his family, friends, and collaborators. This is really, really sad. With that being said, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Movies and TV is what we do here, and I know I'm late. Our cable company sucks. That's why we're late. It took me a while to watch this movie, and I'm not going to be able to do both reviews today. I'm going to try to do the Mysterious Benedict Society review later tonight, but I'm not going to get to one of the films till tomorrow. I'm just going to be real with you. And Rogue One, it'll either be tomorrow or Monday. But I did watch one movie I'm going to do a review now, today, and that movie is Val. What's Val about and who made it? Well, first off, it's streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Now it's also in select theaters. It is a documentary directed by Leo Scott and Ting Pu. Leo Scott and Ting Pu directed Val. And what's it about? Well, first off, it's Amazon Prime. It's a co-production of Amazon Prime and A24. Weirdly enough, I did not know that going into it. And it's a documentary on Val Kilmer. For those who don't know, he's one of the finest character actors I think we've ever had. He's known for his work as Iceman in Top Gun, his work as Doc in Tombstone, Batman and Batman Forever, and one of my favorite characters in films of all time, one of my favorite movie villains, Dieter von... can't say that last word, it's filthy, in the 2010 cinematic masterpiece, Jorma Tacón's MacGruber. I love that movie. But he's in that movie as the villain. Basically, he's one of the finest actors we've ever had, who unfortunately, a few years ago, was diagnosed with throat cancer and lost his majority of his ability to speak. So what this film is essentially a profile, like a look at his career, but through his own unique lens. He's credited as cinematographer on the film. He shot most of the footage. In fact, he shot all of the footage with his video camera. It's a mix of current footage that he shot for the film, as well as home movies, set videos he shot, and we get some insights into making of Top Gun. Really surprising insights into his time making, of course, one of the most doomed productions of all time, any film fan knows, which is the 1996 nightmare of a movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau. But it's intercut with his son Jack Kilmer, who is also an actor who's in Palo Alto, who is our narrator, basically, and he's reading from his father's journal, so he's reading from his father's point of view, because his father cannot. And it's sort of intercut, and tells the story of Val Kilmer. So here's the thing. This year has had two kind of trends with movies, great movies this year, of kind of subgenres. Family films, particularly the animated variety, have had a boom this year. It's an uncommon year where many of the films on my list have a G or PG average. It's been weirdly a lot of good family flicks this year, animated as well. The other one is really great documentaries on public figures and or musicians. Val is another great film on a public figure. I love this film. One of the things I loved about it, in particular, was its style. The filmmaking of this movie, the kind of handmade quality of it being kind of like a video journal, in the sense that you have Jack Kilmer doing his son doing the voice. It's genuinely touching, but you also see these insights into his time on Top Gun and him talking about the regrets he had doing his method thing, because it, in the early going, somewhat soured the early state of his future friendship with Tom Cruise, because he was on that film with him, and he always felt bad about that he played up their fake rivalry too much for the film. They talk a lot about stuff involving his estranged father, who he basically had to go through a lot of rigmarole legally involving land that he co-signed on when he started becoming famous. We learn about his relationship with his mother, and eventually her passing away, and we kind of see him cracked open and vulnerable. We see one of his most iconic roles, which of course was Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors, which he did a great job in, but apparently at the expense of his marriage to Joanne Wiley. And we see all these things play out, his bond with his children, not only Jack, but his daughter Mercedes. And we see it all, his time playing Batman, and how basically took a toll on him. There's one very telling line where he talks about in the preparation that every boy wants to be Batman. And that's true. Who doesn't want to be Batman? Batman's the shit. But the thing is, he says, everyone wants to be Batman, and then they show the making of it and kind of his struggles, and he says, every little boy, it's true, like I said before, every little boy wants to be Batman. But they want to be Batman, not play Batman. Which is a very telling line, showing that his experience was not the best. I like that they brought up Top Secret, although I watched a bunch of the Breakfast All Day video, and I kind of agree with Alonso Duralde. I love that movie. I don't think it's fluff. I think that was kind of... And, real genius, which he glosses over. But the thing is that it's just fascinating. And then watching him, some of his most vulnerable work is later, before his voice was gone. He did a one-man show as Mark Twain, where he really enveloped it, and his plan was to go do live shows of this, basically from on stage in various places, and make money as he goes to fund independently a film adaptation of the play. But of course that was short-lived when his throat cancer intensified and he lost his ability to speak, which is heartbreaking. And you see just the culminative thing of the fact that in hindsight, every role he knows every role he was in had value. It's a very interesting film. Very well made, and just, if you love Val Kilmer, you're going to love this even more, and if you don't like him, or you don't know much about him, it has a lot of insights, and it's kind of raw, and rough-hewn, and A24, and very unexpected. You know what? I'm going to do it again. Val gets 5 stars. This was out of 5. I really can't think of a single flaw. I was thinking about giving this 4.5, but you know what? I really enjoyed this film, and I would watch it again in a heartbeat. I also am just a fan of this guy. And I just thought this was I learned things I didn't know. And I think that's what a documentary should do. So I'm going to give Val 5 out of 5 stars. It's because of the book on it. Was there Trailer Trash? None. I watched it on Amazon Prime. Was there shawarma? Yeah. All throughout the credits. In fact, even the credits themselves are done in that kind of scrapbook, homemade way, which I thought was really neat. From beginning to end, even it's one of those ones, even like Summer of Soul, where it's after the production logos, there's still some shawarma. So stick around to the very, very end. Alright, and it's all pretty fun shawarma, like B-roll and stuff, so check that out. Okay, I will try to be back later for my Mysterious Benedict Society Season 1 review. Tomorrow, we will try again. I can't promise anything because of the horrible internet connection that we have. Basically, Vivo. I'm going to try to check that out and review it. I'm also going to try to finally do my Rogue One review tomorrow. If not, we'll do it Monday, both. And then next week we got Free Guy. We got Coda. We have reviews of that. We got Don't Breathe 2. And then we're doing a birthday party for my sister. Hi, Katie. But we are going to I'm also going to try to check out Respect next weekend. If not, I certainly will before too long and review it. The film about Aretha Franklin. I also got a ticket in advance for the Thursday night opening of The Night House on August 19th, and I'm also going on August 17th. Kind of a review, just kind of more of a discussion, but I'm going to Riff Tracks Live, Hobgoblins, the Fathom event, and we'll talk about it that night. That'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. Oh, we'll also talk about iCarly Season 1 in a couple weeks, as well as Schmigadoon. It'll be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all, I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000, be kind to one another. Go check out Val, it's really good. And if you enjoy this video, give that guy a like if you wanna. Give me a subscribe if you wanna. Click that bell. I don't know what it does, but go ahead and do that if you wish. And if you want to find me elsewhere, I am on letterboxd.com at Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I always like discussing film with my fellow film fans on that platform. So if you're on there, check me out. Give me a follow, and that'll be great. All right, so yeah, and go check out Val, and thank you all. Take care. R.I.P. Trevor Moore. See you around.